you, how you feel about America and this love affair with Caitlin Clark when
Woo!
Dawn Staley and the
I'm
South
again.
Carolina Gamecocks were the ones who were the obvious champions?
I'm
How do you feel about it? Do you feel like it's Larry Bird
at 5:10.
2.4?
Is it the 10th right now? I want to get the date right. Is it May 10th?
Yep.
May 10th at 8:24. Dr. Ed Garnes was canceled from now into eternity. because
What'd you say?
okay.
Don't attack that little
Okay.
white Satan.
So I'm gonna approach it.
Your word real
Yeah,
carefully.
I'm gonna approach it from a different way.
All right.
Because I don't think this argument has been made. When in America do we celebrate failure? I'm gonna
answer this real quick. The only other time that I can think in this country that we have celebrated failure is the Civil War.
Okay, all right, I give you that.
The only time.
The only time we have celebrated
flying flags of the loser.
Okay.
Even now, I saw a dumbass riding down the street with a flag of a loser. I'm like, you lost, stupid.
If me and you played intramural basketball and we lost the championship every year, we would not be celebrated as winners.
Nope.
Even in intramural basketball.
Nope.
If run and shoot was still open over there in Cleveland Ave, and we kept losing, and we was known as Ed and Leroy lose games, nobody's picking us.
No, we on the bench riding it.
So you have to ask yourself, who benefits in this situation by celebrating a loser? Who's benefiting from that? So if you look at who stands to benefit from celebrating a loser, this whole situation kind of comes into, similar to the Confederacy. Just a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Focusing on my camera.
So I look at things on who benefits. Okay, what does it mean when CNN's picture of the championship that Dawn Staley and them girls in South Carolina run, the picture is of the losing team? Where does that happen in America? I've never seen it.
On CNN.
I've never seen it.
And you think of how many eyes have to see that tweet or see that web page or see that picture that you put up on your website. Yeah. That's got to go through at least 2 or 3 sets of eyes before you say, okay.
Me and you know even more. We worked in the media. We know how channels that got to go to get approved.
Right. And so I'm sitting there like 3 or 4 people was like, okay, cool. Put that bullshit up on the site.
And the best.
Thought it was cool.
The best lesson that happened to Lil E. They lost the championship. They won 2 years in a row. I didn't give him. And somebody said participate. I didn't give him a participation trophy. I said y'all lost because y'all lost y'all mind and didn't play good.
Right.
I'm not celebrating failure. Now I'm not creating a situation where he feels that he can't lose. But I'm not celebrating that as something to ascribe to, like, let's go out to lose.
Right. That's wild.
So I look at who benefits. I think that she's a good player. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't argue that she's not a good player, but this is so much.
Good.
It's so much.
She's got a shot.
Yeah.
Now, if we talk basketball, she got a jump.
Yeah, it's so much.
Now, she got a shot. She's got good fundamentals. She's good. She's a good player. She's a good team player. It's just they team didn't win.
We got to ask America who benefits from a loser story. And here's the thing. Who benefits from a loser story twice? Because her team lost the championship 2 years in a row. That's
and they lost the first time, man. Her starters went straight up.
Yeah. So we got to really. I think you know where I'm going,
right?
Because.
And did you think? Did you hear? Did you see that interview with Gayle King
and
Dawn Staley? And what did you think about? What did you think about that? With Gayle King.
It's called social engineering. Remember, I told you Our people sold out Denmark Vesey. Didn't I just say there's always that one? And if you look at Black Life, she's always that one, the devil advocate for the side of others.
For those of us who are joining us and don't really know what we're talking about, Gayle King interviewed Dawn Staley, the coach of the South Carolina Gamecocks, and in that interview, I don't know if she inadvertently did it or she did it on purpose, but
that was on purpose. Nothing is inadvertent.
But she definitely told Dawn Staley that her and the rest of the country was rooting for Caitlin.
She's an award-winning journalist, Leroy. We know that.
Right.
Let's put on our journalism cap.
Right.
We know how these decisions are made. That was intentional.
Right. And so as she was doing that, I'm sitting there in the audience watching this. My first question is who the hell is we?
Yeah.
Because we weren't going for Caitlin Clark. We were going for Dawn Staley because Dawn Staley had a better squad.
Yeah, I'm going to throw a Monkey Rich on there that's going to really trip people out because it's going to show you that what I'm saying about why we're celebrating losing. If we was rocking with anybody this season outside of South Carolina, it was Sister Paige that played UConn. Now we would rock with. Don't everybody rock with her?
Yep.
We love Paige.
Yeah. Yep.
And you know what I'm saying, okay? We love Paige.
I do.
We was not rocking with Iowa. I ain't seen no Iowa jerseys, but we'll rock with Paige. But there's a reason for that. When Paige got up there at ESPN and talked about Black women and how they needed more attention than her, what happened in our community? We knew here is someone that systematically supports us, not symbolically, systematically supports us. It's not a symbol for her. She's doing this for real. So in her doing that, you slight another Black woman. So not even on a gender level do you support her. You don't even support her on a cultural and racial level. This is your sister who just won the championship. Only lost 5 in 3 years. She only lost like a handful of games in 3 years. And you bringing up a losing team?
That's wild. Personally, I was going for LSU. But
I like Sister Reese. I'm going. Sisters is balling. That's who I'm rooting for.
So with that, with me saying that brings me to my next point. How do you think Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, how you think they're gonna do in the league, in the WNBA?
Well, okay, when your game is limited, there are more limitations in Caitlin Clark's game than I see in Angel Reese's game. If you look at the recent game for Angel Reese, if you can offensive rebound, you're gonna work on the basketball team. Offensive rebound. Look at how she goes and gets it. So if you're not, if you have a limited skill set, shooting, scoring is her skill set, but there are gonna be opportunities, less opportunities in the NBA. In the WNBA, you see, I love sisters. I call them the NBA because that's how hard they are. You know what I'm saying? But in the WNBA, I as a coach can see someone designing schemes to stop her.
Angel or Caitlin Clark?
Caitlin Clark.
Oh yeah, all you gotta do is just send somebody else out there.
You got. Jam her when she's coming down. Physicality is important. You know what I'm saying? You got to key in on her. But there's ways to shut her down in ways that you can't shut down Sister Reese. I think Sister Reese's game is going to translate. The other sister, what is it, Carosa? Yeah. I hope I'm sister from Brazil. Her game will translate in the WNBA. The sister from Utah. Our indigenous sister, I cannot think of her name, but y'all know who I'm saying, sister. I'm sorry I forgot your name. I don't want to mispronounce it. But the sister's from Utah. Her game is going to translate. I think that she'll have some success, but I think the WNBA is going to expose some of the limitations in her game that we didn't see at the college level.
I got you.